The Cancer Minefield. During the late 1980s, I accepted an invitation to give a grand rounds lecture to the McGill Faculty of Medicine in Montreal, the top-ranked medical education program in Canada. Because it was before the publication of the results of our nationwide study in China, the one I discuss in depth in the China study, I spoke only of the potential relationship between cancer and imbalanced nutrition, based on our own findings on protein, along with a few observations of other research groups. I showed in some detail the remarkable results that we were getting on cancer reversal when dietary protein was decreased. I went on to speculate about someday using a nutritional strategy to treat cancer in humans. I could say no more than that, however, because at that time I did not know what specific strategy might be used. Later that evening, I was taken to dinner by the chairs of the big three departments involved in cancer treatment: surgery, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy. During our conversation, surgery chair asked me what I meant by my remark on the possibility of nutrition affecting cancer development after patients had learned of their cancer. I pointed out that we had enough preliminary evidence to justify the testing of this hypothesis. We had a lot more evidence than is generally available for risky commercial treatments, such as new forms of chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Really, it was no comparison. Potential upside of nutritional therapy: turning off cancer development completely. Likelihood based on experimental data: very high. Potential downside of nutritional therapy from a health perspective: none. We all know about the side effects of chemo and radiation, as well as their far from stellar success rates. Surely it made sense to give nutrition a try. Surgery chair quickly responded to say that he would never allow any of his patients to try a nutritional approach as a substitute for the surgery that he knew well. He went on to give as an example the superior ability of surgery to treat breast cancer. But chemotherapy chair took issue with surgery chair's opinion, saying that chemotherapy was more effective than surgery. While surgery chair on my left was contesting chemotherapy chair on my right, radiotherapy chair, sitting across the table from me, found fault with the opinions of both of his colleagues. On the case under discussion, he insisted, radiotherapy could offer the best treatment. I was in no position to know who might have the better argument and merely listened. Looking back, it was really quite funny, except when you consider all the death and suffering these attitudes have caused.